Hot Minute. Hot Minute. This is our theme song. Hot Minute. Hot Minute. Tell me who you're crushing on. Ashley and Jamie will start out with some apology. They don't like watching movies. No, they only watch TV. Oscar Isaac will come up and things will get a little naughty. But just you wait until they reach into the Bag of Hotties. Hot Minute. Hot Minute. This is our theme song. Hot Minute. Hot Minute. Tell me who you're crushing on.
Wow.
That was
I
amazing.
love that. That's so
know.
good. That is this week's theme song from Ryan Breegle. He is the host of Vidalotry, which is the premier Gore Vidal. If you need a podcast about Gore Vidal, our buddy Ryan has fucking got you.
And he's going to talk about Gore Vidal.
I don't know anything about Gore Vidal. I really need to listen to the podcast.
Yeah, me too.
I know that he's an American. Probably.
He's dead.
I know that too. Ryan, awesome song.
Love it.
Love it. Thank you
Love
so much.
it.
This is Hot Minute.
Woo, woo.
I'm Ashley.
I'm Jamie.
And we're going to talk about who is hot and why and things that are hot.
And we are on social media at HOTT. Put an extra T in there for
sexy. I don't know. For
I was trying to think of
the
words that
extra
start with
T
T.
stands for
Testosterone.
Tremendous titties. I'm sorry. Damn it. I've already sworn 3 times. Yeah, whatever. Ooh. Also, you can text 240-TAD-HOTT. That's 240-823-4688. Submit names for the Bag of Hotties. Mm-hmm. Call the number for a special surprise.
Yep. There's fun surprises. And yeah, that's Tad Hot.
Tad Hot.
T is for Tad.
T is for Tad. That's what the extra T is for. Tad.
Perfect. We knew that all along.
Do you have any apologies?
Well, I didn't, but then when Ryan remembered that part of the podcast, I was like, well, I guess I'm just generally always sorry about something.
Same.
Yeah.
Samesies, honestly. One thing, I don't feel like I talked enough about how pretty Rufus Sewell is. Mm-hmm. I wrote down not talking more about his eyes and cheekbones specifically.
Yeah.
So sorry to Rufus for not focusing more on facial beauty.
I was going to say, I think I will say it. I don't think that I did this, but when I re-listened to it, we were just chatting about this. I hope we didn't come off like I was like, oh, there's 2 ladies kissing.
Oh, salacious.
Because it wasn't salacious. I just thought it was cool.
I mean, it is cool.
It looked pretty cool.
I mean, not to bring up Janelle Monáe for the 57th time.
Do you want me to
buy? Let's buy tickets to her show.
Okay.
Let's go together to her show.
Okay. I want to go. Okay.
Okay. Yay. Oh my God.
I'm going to be doing that for the next little bit.
Okay.
So I'll just be over here on my phone. She's pansexual.
I read the Rolling Stone cover story. Mm-hmm. It was great.
I just read the highlights on my phone.
I mean, that's
all. You didn't read it.
Yeah. No more apologies.
Yeah. I'm not sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Baby, I'm sorry.
Is that Justin Bieber?
No, that was Demi Lovato.
Oh.
Obviously.
Whatever. Okay. Hey, Jamie.
Yes?
Who are you crushing on?
This weather.
I know, that's right. Oh my God, it's beautiful.
It's beautiful. It's finally spring. Spring has sprung. It has been raining quite a bit, and that really does kind of give me a little bit of a seasonal affective disorder, but I like being sad.
That's funny because I genuinely love cloudy days and overcast skies. The sun physically hurts me.
Yeah.
I was not meant to be of
We're
this
very
world.
fair. Ashley and I.
So any like a light jacket weather with a gentle mist, I literally was
love
looking.
A gentle mist.
Today I was like, vacation rentals in Scotland, vacation rentals in Seattle, vacation rentals in like the sad zone. Like that's where I want to go and spend my spare time.
Yeah, or you could just go like stand under one of those little misters at like a festival or something.
I was at Disney World and they have the misters.
They're everywhere.
I love them.
I have kind of some premature grays and they get real curly with that mist.
Interesting. Like just a little granny corkscrew.
Yeah. So
no, the weather is great.
Yeah, I love
hope it lasts.
I'm crushing on it. Yeah, because it's going to become oppressively hot. Last summer. Ashley just got back from Disney World last summer. I got some sort of horrible rash on my leg, guys, listening out there. And I was like, oh, why do I have this rash? And I Googled it, and it was actually like capillaries in my legs had burst.
Oh,
it looked like a
Jesus.
rash, and they call it Disney rash. And I did not go to Disney, but it was like so hot that I got the Disney rash, which is what
That is disgusting.
people get from like walking around just in like oppressive heat.
I would just assume that the Disney rash is some sort of like Central Floridian like swamp
swamp
thing,
yeah.
like a
No.
lichen that like molds
No.
to your skin and then gives you a disease.
No,
Okay.
no, it's just getting real hot. I'm walking around.
I went to the beach several years ago and I tried really, really hard to have a good time and it was extremely difficult. It was very difficult.
I hate the beach.
I'm the bitch who's like, you guys have fun. I'm going to read a book
Me
in
too.
the house today. And also, I'm not going to do any fucking cleaning or cooking.
Yeah,
You know?
I hate this. I hate sand. I like the way the ocean sounds,
I like being in the
but
water.
I could buy a CD of it, like Pure Moods or something.
If you like sand, there are playgrounds all over this city.
Ugh.
There's you can
Sand
can
sucks.
probably get sand in like Home Depot.
I don't like that's. I don't
I'm
want
getting
it.
backwards. Whatever.
No, I
Jamie
don't
loves sand. You're crushing on
My crush
sand.
is sand.
Hey, but do you know how when they like zoom in, when it's like here's sand
Hey, that's
magnified
pretty-
50,000 times?
that's cool.
That's
It's
awesome.
tight.
Sand is hella tight. If you really look at it closely and think about where we are and what we are,
small seashells,
it's so beautiful.
but micro. Anyway, this weather's cool.
I agree.
It's my crush.
I agree.
Ashley,
Yes, Jamie.
who are you crushing on?
Oh my God, it's so funny you should ask me that because the answer is assorted Skarsgards.
Oh,
So there's the Swedish, whatever, probably sure, Skarsgard family. Skarsgards. So there's the actor Stellan, who I'm not crushing on, but
you've seen his several movies. You see his pee-pee.
I'm not really that familiar with his catalog. I'm more familiar with his like offspring.
He's a good actor.
I believe you.
Yeah. And he'll get his ding dong.
He has like 5
Clearly.
or like 8 children. I
Yeah.
can't remember how many, but
There's like 50 Skarsgards.
there seriously are so many Skarsgards, too many Skarsgards. And I'm gonna in like ascending. So I'm gonna start with my least favorite and start with my current and end
Yeah.
with my friend. So my least favorite one is Bill right now, who's probably technically the hottest.
Yeah, he's the younger.
He's the younger, and he's objectively handsome,
Yeah.
and he is the sexy clown in it
Uh-huh.
who just steals all those children's hearts. I've never, I don't know.
Does
I
he
don't
like kill?
Yes, but I like mine better. Mm-hmm. He's cute. He's cute. Then there's
is cute.
Then there's Alexander. Extremely
Don't even need to tell
beautiful.
me twice.
We barely need to even go into detail about Alexander Skarsgård, but hopefully every listener is familiar with him and his face and body.
True Blood was worth watching
For him.
for him. The first season, do you remember that? He had like
He had
shitty
long
hair.
He had long hair, like shoulder length
Yeah.
hair, and that was when he was running the vampire nightclub, the goth vampire nightclub.
Fantasia.
Yes. My favorite fact about him is, he's really good friends with, based on internet pictures that I've seen.
Who?
Jack McBrayer.
Yes, I have seen that. And that means he's cool. He's also back together with Alexa Chung.
He's a hella nerd, right? You see
Yeah.
interviews with him, and he's like, "Oh, I'm good." He's like a D&D goober who just like farts in his like jeans that have too many pockets, probably. But like he's accidentally beautiful.
You know who I found out loves D&D? Vin Diesel.
I feel like I maybe knew that.
Anyway.
I feel like I maybe knew that.
Not
Vin
as-
Diesel is hot.
Yeah.
I mean,
If you like that. If you
I
like
think
muscles
between
and confidence.
Vin Diesel and Paul Walker, I think Vin Diesel is hotter. I mean, even when he was alive.
Now.
I mean, okay. Apologies for the future. All right.
Sorry.
I forgot Paul Walker was dead.
Yeah, let's move on.
So my current favorite Skarsgård though is Gustav. Gustav Skarsgård.
Tell me more.
Okay, so Gustav is definitely my favorite and probably only my favorite because he is a freak and I love this man. If you have watched the hit series Vikings,
Okay.
he's Floki in Vikings. He's like obsessed with the gods and he's a super murderer and he's just he's creepy
He's
and
hot.
mysterious. He's extremely hot, mysteriously hot, and I was pleasantly surprised he was on Westworld. He's on Westworld now.
So I haven't watched this past episode.
That's the only spoiler is I did not know.
Gustav
I did not
Skarsgård.
know that he was a new. He's replacing Anthony Hopkins, which now that I'm thinking about it, is going to be a theme for me today. People who are replacing Anthony Hopkins. Well, let's see where that ends up.
All right.
Congrats
I like
to the
that.
Skarsgards for
Skarsgards. Yeah, who's Stellan's baby mom?
I mean, I think
she's got to just be like
model someone.
I mean, they're all like 6, 7.
They're the size of aliens
that I've seen.
As far I mean, every alien I know is very tall.
Is very tall.
Like a Swede.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, they're very attractive. Yeah, that's a great crush.
Thanks. Thank you.
So we're crushing on general weather that will mean nothing, and even when this
by the time
airs,
you listen to this, it's over.
Like literally today, I like the weather. So just hanging on, getting by,
great.
Getting by how I can.
You're doing great.
So this week, I don't even remember who you're talking about. Do you remember what I'm talking about?
You're talking about Robert Downey Jr.
I am. Should I go first?
Yes, go first.
Okay, cool. So before we dig into the bag of hotties, we've got our crushes out of the way. We've apologized, and we've already made new things to apologize for. We're going to move on and talk about a little long form hottie. And Ashley and I realized 4 years ago we bought the domain hotminute.com
4 years ago
on namecheap.com. I think it expired like 3 months later. Like, turns out no one wants this fucking domain, so it's fine. But 4 years ago we drunkenly recorded ourselves talking about our first crushes.
The lost episodes, if you will.
The lost episodes. One day. Basically, we were just very drunk, and it's probably incoherent. But I talked about this crush, and so I was bringing it back when I was thinking, like, who do I want to talk about? Who do I know a lot about?
Did we pull him out of the bag recently?
We didn't. But I was going through, and I was like, I'm running out of people, and I'm not.
No,
There's
the
so
well
many
is
hotties.
deep.
The well is
My
deep.
love,
This
the
bag
well
is
so
full.
deep. Oh my God, yeah.
I can't wait. But Robert Downey Jr., we all know him now. Kids growing up today are like, Iron Man.
He's very popular.
He's the highest paid actor in all of acting.
That's
right
wrong.
now.
That doesn't seem
like
that's unearned. No offense.
He made like $80 million in between 2015 and 2014, 2015.
Did you say 80?
80 million. Just that 1 year. And so he makes that much every year. Probably.
So that's attractive.
It's so attractive. I'm so attracted to him. But I would like to say I am a longtime stan.
Yes.
I have been in love with him. I have a distinct memory of tricking my family into renting the movie Chaplin. That came out in 1992. I was in second grade. And I was like, I would like to watch this movie. It's getting good reviews. Just
I read in the trades.
Right. I was like, 9.
Variety says.
It's a smash. So, longtime fan. I didn't have many friends, and I moved schools, and I had a Trapper Keeper, and I wrote I Heart RDJ all over it.
Oh, I love that. That's beautiful.
And then some kid was like, who's that? Is that your boyfriend? And I was like, no, shut up. Like,
I wish. You should have said.
And I was too embarrassed to be like, it's Robert Downey Jr., who's currently in jail. Because when I was in junior high, in 1997, 98, when he was really running afoul of the law. So Robert Downey Jr., what I like about him, why I think he's so hot, I think he's facially very attractive.
I agree.
I'm very attracted to his face. He's got an impish, devil-may-care.
Impish is good. Puckish. Impish. He's sort of wry.
He's also sort of like, I don't know, he's cheeky. Like, you're like, he'd be down for all kinds of stuff. Like, dude, like, woke up in dumpsters several times with like guns like in his mouth. It's like he's a good time.
So like a wink and a smile, a Pepsi and a great night, a dumpster and a gun. That's just what you're gonna get when you roll with RDJ.
He dated Sarah Jessica Parker for years.
I did not know that.
We all forget about.
I had no idea.
Nobody's talking about it at Tiki Night. But yeah, Sarah Jessica Parker was like his like longtime 80s girlfriend, and there's all these like amazing we'll put some photos online. There's like amazing pictures of them wearing like fanny packs and like workout gear.
I pulled up a brief filmography. I recently for the very first time saw Less Than Zero.
So also on my list to discuss, so I saw that at a very age inappropriate time, and I loved it.
Yeah, I watched it like 2 months ago,
and it's not
it was
good.
it took me like 8 hours to get
It's
through. And I
not
had to
good.
start and stop
And
a lot.
It's based on a book by Bret Easton Ellis, who I also age inappropriately would read those books, and they're all about very, very graphic sex and drug use. And I was like,
I've only ever seen the adaptations. I've seen American Psycho.
He's fine. It's not.
If you think I don't watch movies, I don't read contemporary American fiction even less. I'm not interested in any of that.
And I read it in high school, junior high and high school, which is fucked up. So less than zero.
No, I honestly, you know what? No, high school is the appropriate age to be reading Bret Easton Ellis, actually, because this is writing for children. Do you know what's sexy? Drugs and violence. What the fuck? My mind is blown. Can't wait for my sweet 16.
I was like, I'm going to read this and Train Spotting at my grandpa's funeral.
Oh, I did read Trainspotting.
Yeah.
I read a lot of Irving Welsh.
Yeah. Irvine Welsh. Irving Magic Welsh.
Irving Magic Welsh.
Let me see. What else? I also, oh my God, I still remember his Saturday Night Live. So do you remember when it's the second time that he had to go to jail? It was because he did a bunch of drugs in Malibu. His neighbors found him in their house, in their kid's bed.
Yes,
his kid wasn't there.
I know. That always has reminded me of Back to the Future Part 2. That's what I envision it when
it's quirky.
When it's when Marty wakes up and there's a different family in the house, and the dad is like, "Get out of my daughter's room." That's what I assume. happened.
It was cute, and then he went to jail.
He cleaned himself up.
He did. He was on Ally McBeal, but he got fired from Ally McBeal.
He was on Ally McBeal. That's right.
He was great on it. And then do you remember he was in the Elton John video? I Want Love.
That's what I was visualizing. That I was going to say,
I
Want Love. You know what I remember about? I remember that when that video came out. You know who would not shut up about how hot Robert Downey Jr. was?
Who?
My mom. She was like, who's cute.
I'm looking at him with new eyes.
Well? Robert Downey Jr.
That's the thing too. He's so resilient. Dude, I'm a little hungover and I look like shit. And he did heroin for 50 years.
A beautiful gray angel sent down from the rainy heavens to bless us.
Thank you.
You're wearing an I voted sticker, which is the hottest thing.
I did vote, and voting is very hot.
I agree.
This will probably air after it's time for you to vote here. So
whatever.
So his big comeback was in Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. Did you ever see that?
Great movie. I love that movie. Yes.
And I was reading the list, the cast, and I forgot Shannon Sosaman was in it, which then made me go, what the fuck happened to Shannon Sosaman? Which brings me back to Bret Easton Ellis, because the only good thing she's ever been in is the movie Rules of Attraction.
Oh my God.
Literally, I went on this whole thing today, and she was in competitive theater stuff with my best friend.
Wait, in real life?
In real life. And apparently she's really rude. Anyway.
But she's a beauty.
She's also gorgeous and in high school competitive theater.
Wait, what is competitive theater?
So I did it too, but in a different state. It's literally just the lamest / coolest thing. I mean, it's
so it's you do plays,
it's
but
sport theater.
but you're scored.
Yeah, and
it?
There's winners, and you have to.
I did not. You are okay. My mind has. I did not know this was a thing.
You have to set up the stage like everyone gets. We'll talk about this later.
Oh my God, no! Talk about it now.
Okay, I love competitive theater. So yeah, everybody gets the same stuff. So it's supposed to be an even playing field where it's everyone gets a set of gray flats and gray pylons and these things so they can build their stage. And they put them up against a wall. And then in Texas, where it's probably even more insane because everything has to be
a competitive state.
Everything has to be a sport. I would do riding drills, who can ride the best,
That's
fastest.
Bizarre.
But yeah, it's 7 minutes. Set your setup, then immediately the lights go out, and then you do fucking a one-act play version of Little Women.
This is hilarious.
And then you're timed. You have to do Little Women half of it because it's you only get 30 minutes.
How can I just become a judge?
Oh my God, I want to do it so bad.
I want to judge. I just learned that it exists. I am absolutely beyond qualified to judge people who know what. If you think I don't read contemporary American novels, I definitely do not go to the theater even more.
I would like to find a high school one-act play competition and go to it.
I feel like that if any listeners are familiar with anything that might be happening in the greater Southeast area, please at us online because we will go.
Oh, I will show the fuck up.
Go.
And I will show the fuck out. I will stand up and be like, yes, go Taylor.
This reminds me. Okay, so I did something similar and worse, which was when Did you do 4-H?
No.
4-H had Heart, Hands, and Health. We were required to do 4-H in
Really?
my junior high and not high school, but definitely in junior high.
Did you raise like rabbits?
Well, I found a way. Okay, so there's things for indoor kids too. They figured that out like pretty early on.
Crafts.
I did an indoor decorating and interior design classes, and we went to the state fair, and it was a similar thing where you had a worksheet and it was like, here's a layout of a room. Show why it's wrong, and it's like, well, that sofa shouldn't block the door. Golly,
That's a
there's
fire
no conversation circles happening here. I don't remember if we placed, but I do remember Robert Downey Jr. was not there.
He was not. And I will say that we almost made it to state. I was in Crimes of the Heart. I played Chick. If you've ever seen the film, she's the character. I was a character actor. And we was robbed. Anyway, and Shannon Sussman apparently also did competitive theater and was a little bit of a brat.
Thank you for the digression.
What else? Oh, the other thing. He was on the first issue of Details magazine, and I printed out the hey, I didn't even have
You didn't buy it?
No, I didn't buy it. I was in high school, and so on my high school bedroom still, like my room has not changed. I cut up one of those inserts that's like, save 50%, that had his picture on it and taped that to the wall.
I want to see this.
It's so pathetic.
No, it's not. He's beautiful.
The other thing
I mean,
is,
if it was like David Hyde Pierce, it might be weird, but it was Robert. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like he's not like, look, okay, the thing about you and me and Hot Minute generally is our idea of what is hot is very, very broad. So when we're talking about people who actually are like legitimately sexy, it makes more sense. You know?
I've got a Jane Leaves leotard on. Yeah. Anyway, the other thing that I love is that he's so rich now that I found out he takes his furniture with him on location.
What the hell?
He like just takes his
tax that man. Tax that man.
I love
tax
it.
him.
Yeah, I bought an episode, and what's that called? What, a magazine issue? I bought an issue of Architectural Digest, and it's like they have his like summer home in the episode.
You printed off. You printed off in your current home this Architectural Digest.
It's like I have a water damaged Architectural Digest by my toilet, just so I can look at his cool house, his Basquiat's.
And he's a happily married man.
He is. Yeah. He's married to Susan. They have 2 children. He's credits Susan with saving his life because she was like, I won't marry you if you keep doing drugs. I was reading something, and like, she's one of those people. I think she's very pretty, but she's like a very successful producer, like businesswoman. Mm-hmm. And they were like, I was reading about how he proposed to her, and like they dated for like 4 months or something. They met on the set of Gothica.
As you do,
which I 100% saw in the theater, and probably like by myself. And I was reading about how he proposed or whatever, and she's telling the story, and the story's like not remarkable, but it's like on the eve of her 30th birthday, and I'm like, you were like a successful producer on Gothica, and I can't find my panties.
When I was 29, oh my God.
Like at 29, marrying, getting Robert Downey Jr.'s life on track. I mean, like, she's got to be from like
I was
Money
going
or
through like
something.
an insomnia period where I was like watching Always Sunny at like 4 o'clock in the morning and doing sit-ups.
I like lived by myself in a flood damaged apartment, was eating like macaroni and cheese like just off my chest. Like whatever.
Zatarans, just dry Zatarans from the box. Like, just open that up and pour it in your mouth. Like, I want to say one more quick thing.
And then I have one final thing.
Soap Dish.
Oh yeah,
so good,
so good in Soap Dish.
If you've never seen Soap Dish,
he's so good in Soap Dish.
Watch Soap Dish.
He's so attractive. The thing that I love about Robert Downey Jr. is that he can be Tony Stark. He can be a romantic lead in Heart and Souls, one of my favorite movies when I was a little kid. It was so cute. Had ghosts.
Do you have a favorite era of RDJ? Like a particular face or facial hair or sort of style, fashion?
Yeah, I will say it's like comeback zone RDJ. Really like the Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. Like he started getting in. You could tell he was into like some Bikram yoga or something.
He was
meditation.
He was like,
literally doing.
I'll put water in my body.
Yeah,
today.
he's doing everything but heroin, and he looked good. He looked good. So the last thing I'll say is, Ashley and I are both fans of the concept of blind gossip.
Yes.
And there is a website that probably the 4 people that listen to this probably also go to called Crazy Days and Nights.
CADN.
And there is a person that is now like just affiliated with the site called him. A user follows me on Twitter personally. Ooh. Just that happened the other day. I got very, very excited. But there's a lot of speculation that could be Robert Downey Jr. I don't think it is.
I've heard that rumor. I don't think it is either.
I don't think it is.
But I don't think it is. But a part of me chooses to believe that it is.
Exactly.
Yes.
And so that's hot. Like if he is like revealing God, because it's also like very
the thing with blind gossip is it's not about like necessarily, I mean, it's about like truly like fucked up stuff really that needs to be spoken about.
Yes.
And that's the thing about gossip generally. And that's the thing about guess who molested their 14-year-old co-star on set. It's like, that's what blind gossip is. Like, I want to know who did that.
Please tell us this.
I want to know who did that.
And so him, HIMMM, it's like 5 M's, kind of came on the scene sort of busting up some
and obviously an insider,
like sex trafficking,
obviously a
kind of stuff.
deep insider,
and actually a lot of this stuff right now that's come out with like Nexium and like Allison Mack from Smallville.
Lord,
a lot of that stuff was on this whole website about 5 years ago. So,
if you want to know what the future holds, read gossip websites.
Yep.
Because I'm not saying it's all true and I'm not saying it's 100%, but you know what? Honestly, like 70 to 85% of it is.
That's my fave.
70 to 85% of it is true.
And you have
they go back and do blind items revealed. And it's like, here's the story published on like March, April 5th, 2015, whatever, I'm drinking.
2015. So anyway, I don't have like more to say other than just I've had a crush on him forever. It's a deep, like, I feel like we used to date and now I'm just really proud for him.
I know. You know what? I know. Oh, Jamie, you hit my heart. I know exactly what you mean. I know exactly what you mean.
I'm happy he's with Susan. I want him healthy.
Honestly, he's one of the most attractive people I think we've discussed on the podcast to date, too. Just in terms of like looks. Well, I mean,
I think he's getting better. But I'm also aging myself.
I don't like. I don't like goatees. Yeah, I don't like goatees.
Well, that's the character.
And he's so associated. I have seen like a handful of the Marvel films in no particular order.
Oh my God, I just remembered a movie. There's a movie that he's in where it's the first time, and it was really controversial when it came out, and it was with Heather Graham and Natasha Gregson Wagner, and I think it's called Girls and Boys?
I can
look it up. Look up what the name of it. Names it is.
There's Girls Just Want to Have Fun in 1985. 2 Girls and a Guy.
2 Girls and a Guy.
Okay.
So 2 Girls and a Guy. Definitely like an indie sort of, and this was kind of during his messy phase.
He played Blake Allen.
Oh my God, he's
97.
This is
it. Yeah,
this is peak messy time. He's so. You know what? This is peak hotness. He's so hot. So this movie. He's in a lot of James Toback stuff. Which whatever.
If you need to know everyone who is a harasser, ask me and Jamie.
I know. He also is like, because he was in Air America with Mel Gibson, so he's been like kind to Mel Gibson through the years.
You are very familiar with his filmography. You are very familiar with his Air America with Mel Gibson. What the hell?
I'm not even going.
You literally. I just want to go back to 1 second. You threw out the name Natasha Gregson Wagner like this is like a household name that everyone knows. It's like So
the reason I was going to say is I got on my bike. I remember getting on my bike and riding to the 49 and More video store that was attached to Subway by my house to rent this movie secretly and watch it after my family went to bed because I had read literally in a magazine, I didn't have the internet then, that he like goes down on Heather Graham, and I was like, I want to know what that is. I'm like,
Natasha Gregson Wagner.
I was like in 7th grade. I was like, what is that?
Oh my God.
And then I was like, what's happening?
Two girls Carla and Lou meet on the street outside of a loft waiting for their boyfriends. After a short time, they find out they're waiting for the same guy. Young actor Blake, who said that he loves both of them, but he was actually leading a double life for a few months already.
It's really talky.
Angry. They break into his loft and he returns a round of accusations and explanations. Do they all have sex with each other in the end?
They don't all have sex with each other.
That's disappointing.
But it's basically, it's like...
Doubled its budget.
All they do is walk around and just talk in a room, and then at one point he goes downtown on Heather Graham. That's all I remember.
Sounds great.
It's a great film. 98% on Jamie Tomatoes.
Jamie Tomato. JamieTomato.com. Every movie with a hottie is a 10.
Anyway, I'm done.
That's good.
I'll remember more obscure movies.
Just next time you remember a movie, just like let us know. So I'm going to talk about an actor today too.
Who?
His name is Matthew MacFadyen. Who is he? Great question. Because no one knows who he is in the United States, at least.
I was about to be like, ooh, and then I was like, who is that?
So he is the thing that
show me him.
So show you him. So the thing that most people are going to know, he was Darcy in the Pride and Prejudice with Keira Knightley.
That guy
did not win me over. He
like his Darcy.
He is capital N, not my Darcy. Okay, not my Darcy. That's not how this works. Hashtag not my Darcy. And I wasn't a fan. Yes, I have seen that movie 9 times. I don't like it. You know what I mean? It's like, oh fuck! I'll watch.
You'll watch that while you fold laundry.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, okay, he's fine. He's not winning me over. I proceed over the years to see him in like 7 other things. He's in Death at a Funeral, the first one, which is a pretty good movie.
I like that movie.
He was in a show called Ripper Street, which I watched all of. It is not good. So it is.
Is it Jesse and the Rippers?
It is like 1890s London.
Shocker.
He's a detective. He's got problems, and then Jerome Flynn is also in it. Jerome Flynn is he's on Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah.
And
does he put Coke on anybody's tootie?
There's no Coke on tooties. No Cocoa on tooties. It was not great. I watched every single episode. Yeah. I will watch if anyone is wearing like a cravat or a bodice, or if there is a consumptive present, I will hit record. You know what I mean? Like, that is my shit. I love it. I worship it. So that sucked. I watched every episode. He was in a bunch of other things I saw. I can't quite. Oh, he was in the Anna Karenina.
Oh yeah.
That was honestly pretty good. That was pretty good. That. He was he's in all these like Agatha Christie Marple. Okay, these are my shits.
Go on.
Oh my god, he was in Agatha Christie. If you want to see, I believe I mentioned this last time, any Star of Tomorrow, watch like British genre television or British miniseries, because that is where you will find the actors who are like 16 to 25 on the up and coming. It's where you find all these people. Anyway, MacFadyen, God bless him, never really like struck me. You know, I've known this man for years, but he didn't make me feel anything until Howard's End. So there's the Starz miniseries Howard's End, which I was a little bit nervous about because of the film adaptation of Howard's End, starring Sir Anthony Hopkins and Emma Thompson, that we all know and love. It's fantastic. It's great. I've seen it thousands of times. I know it. It's my religion. Okay. It's up there with my religion. That
you don't have.
That I don't have. My religion is period films, 19th century novels, Calvin and Hobbes comic strips, and every time Beyonce makes me cry.
Oh, crossover for me.
Yeah.
I have that one, and then I have 80s like drug movies.
Muppets are my religion. Miss Piggy is like, I don't have a religion so much as I have like a whole bunch of saints that I worship in a way.
Pantheon.
You know, yeah, exactly. It's like Miss Piggy, obviously. You know what I mean?
Beyonce, Miss Piggy,
like you do. But this Howard's End. So he is playing Henry Wilcox. And he's really good. He's so good. He's so good. I've seen him. I've watched literally hundreds of hours of his acting. And this is the first time where I'm like, oh, he's got it. He's got it. He is a crusty old middle-aged man, which is my shit again.
Yeah.
It's like he is Henry Wilcox. He is a capitalist, industrialist, and he just wants to fix everything. But you know what? He loves his family. Okay, you know what? He has a heart. You know what? He's a widower, and he loved his wife, and now she's gone, and now he's just sort of lost and sort of like floating in the world, and he's like looking. You know what he's looking to do?
No.
Connect.
With whom?
Well, with the Schlegel, with the Schlegel sisters. There's Helen and Margaret, and I'm getting the names. Okay, well.
Explain it.
Everyone read Howard's End. The first thing you need to do is read the novel Howard's End by Ian Forster. It is short. It is not that long. It is barely thick. It's barely thick. You could totally read it. But MacFadyen, no, he's great. And again, it's like Anthony Hopkins is so associated with this role that it's now interesting for me to be like, actually, I love this other actor's interpretation so much better. He's going gray.
Okay.
The problem is Anthony Hopkins was like, first of all, Anthony Hopkins has always looked 65.
Anthony Hopkins, Betty White, Patrick Stewart, these people have literally been the same age for 50 years.
And honestly, Emma Thompson, too, where it's like I get confused about how Emma Thompson is in any given movie. It's like, are you 24?
Are you like 50?
Are you in your like mid 30s? Like because you're playing a 27-year-old ish woman, but it's like
her face is not.
She just looks mature. She's not old or elder. You know,
I love Emma Thompson too. Don't get it twisted.
Oh, of course. Oh my God, I love every aspect of this woman, and my eyes are closed and I'm touching the sky.
I mean, and honestly, Kate Blanchett is as well.
They exude like authority, and they exude authority, and just they make me want to stand up straighter, and you know what I mean. It's like I want them
scruples
and be my friend. I don't want them to be my friend. But this new Howard's End is still really good. Nothing against the people who came before. Anthony.
Who's the ladies?
So the ladies, let me just clickety-click. I believe I spoke briefly about the new boy who is...
oh, yeah, you show me that boy.
Yeah, his dark eyes. Dark-eyed boy. Okay, so we're going to also put up a picture.
He's of age.
So Haley Atwell.
Oh, I'm familiar slightly with the name. Philippa Cottard.
And then that's really the only one. Those are the main ones.
Tracy Ullman.
Tracy Ullman is in it. Yeah, what? Tracy Ullman is the aunt. Aunt Julie. Aunt Julie is mostly at the beginning. If
Tracy Ullman.
Howard's End is so vitally important. I mean, I'm not kidding. Like,
Should I watch it tonight?
You should. So it's a miniseries. The first 3 episodes have come out. It is about everything. Do you have thoughts about class? Do you have thoughts about love?
Ashley, no.
If you want to see our bourgeoisie middle-class hypocrisies exposed for what they are, watch Howard's End. Okay? It'll make you think about yourself and your life and what we're all doing here.
But I have Twitter.
You can live tweet it. Live tweet Howard's End.
Okay. I'm like, how can I get attention? I'll do it. I'll do it.
So Matthew MacFadyen, I mean, props. I mean, not hot to me in his mid-20s, not hot to me in his 30s, but now he's like in his early 40s.
Show me a screen grab.
What? Let's see. From Matthew MacFadyen, and I'm a internet slow. Vamp, do a thing.
I'm drinking a LaCroix. And I don't drink, carbonated beverages often. And I remembered a time when this idiot that I worked with almost died of
Look at the way he's looking at the woman he loves. Look at the way he's looking at the woman he loves. Look at the way he's looking at the woman he loves.
Look at his beard. Honestly, that's when facial hair.
You know what she says? You know what she says in this movie? You know what she says? She's like, do you know what it's like to have a real man care for you? Oh my God. If you need...
made me feel something.
Oh, exactly.
Yes, I do.
Exactly.
Yes, I do.
And so, look, Henry's not perfect, okay? He has his problems. He's a businessman, and that's kind of all he really, he thinks about business a lot, and he doesn't so much connect with other people, and he's very dismissive of the lower sorts. But good Lord, that beard. I mean, he is like, which of our houses are we going to move into? You know what I mean? It fucking kicks ass. There he is at his wife's funeral.
Oh, he looks hot.
Spoiler alert. But I mean, he is.
I mean, he's
it's working for me. And
he looks
again,
good at that
and also I
funeral.
think it again is something to what's so interesting to me about this is the role. And this is look, okay, so this is the first time I feel like I've seen him be like loving and warm and gregarious, and I've seen him in so many things.
Yeah.
And it's interesting that I'm seeing that through the character of Henry Wilcox, who, if you see Anthony Hopkins, and even if you read the book, it's like that's not something that is conveyed very readily. So you wonder, it's like, why does she even fall in love with him in the first place? Matthew's here to tell you why. Matthew's here to tell you
Your
why.
voice is quivering.
I love him now.
Let's pull up a clip from Air America.
Air America, starring Howard Stern and Robert Downey Jr. I don't know.
And
Other people. Do you want to rip into the baggie?
I do. I was going to say earlier, this idiot that I know was like, I only drink LaCroix. And then he like almost died because carbonated beverages are really bad for you.
That was like a screaming match in my office today.
Like,
it was
LaCroix
like,
is
does
not
LaCroix
healthy,
hydrate you? Was like
moron.
literally an argument in my office.
It's sody water, like in moderation.
Oh, I'm excited by your reaction.
Richard Ayoade.
Oh, I love him. Oh, I don't even know where to start. Okay, where to begin? First of all, physical beauty. Yes, I think he's hot.
Physically
I want to
very,
kiss
very
his
attractive
face. I
very
want to kiss his
attractive.
face. He's a good-looking man.
I think he's half Nigerian.
He's he's half hilarious, is what he is. I mean,
yeah, sort of.
he was
he's
I think he was a
beautiful.
Cambridge Footlights.
Yes.
fellow.
He also
Bang on the
the IT Crowd is one of my favorite
It's one of the funniest series.
shows
I
of
love
all
it.
time.
I love it.
He's so good in that, and that character with a lesser comedian would be
awful.
fucking Dwight Schrute. Sorry. I think the American Office is. That's me throwing something in the trash. I think it's trash.
I'm gonna just quote him. I'm gonna try to like replicate his line readings. I'll just put this over here with the other fire. He's so,
It's so
funny.
good. So there's an episode of the IT Crowd that anytime I have like doofus friends are like, all right, comedy. I'm like, watch this episode of the IT Crowd. It is the most perfect episode. It's called The Work Outing. And it is an episode where Moss, Roy, like they all go to the play Gay the Musical.
Yes, a gay musical.
And Roy is pretending to be disabled. She's on a date with a gay guy. He's the bartender.
He starts working.
It's so good. Like it's the way we're describing it, it's not funny. Anyway,
The one where he's on Countdown or whatever that show is.
and when they go to the football match and they're like, what an aggressive display.
Oh, it's so good. Also, he's not just an actor.
No.
Here's a fun fact that I know off the top of my head from my Richard Ayoade searches
You're
of
saying
which
it
I've
probably
had
correctly.
dozens.
Yes.
He directed the episode of Community that is the My Dinner with Andre episode.
Did not know that.
Yes, he did.
Well, so Community was originally supposed to be an IT Crowd spinoff, or it was supposed to be the American version of the IT Crowd.
I did not know that.
I believe so. Look that up. Joel McHale was supposed to do an IT Crowd in America.
Oh wait, they filmed it
And it bombed.
Wait,
Or it
because
just didn't test
it wasn't
well.
even Richard Ayoade
I think
in
he was
it.
in it. He was Moss.
Okay,
yeah. So
that's
like
right.
Community sort of came out of that sort
would
of
make
failed
sense.
pilot. I wouldn't say maybe. There's some nerd out there that's like, I'm very angry at how you're handling
Well,
this. but
someone's
fuck
named,
off. Suck.
Ian is welcome to email his complaints or whatever. I don't give a shit,
Anyway,
I'm gonna just Google a picture. I'm just gonna Google. I just want to look at pictures of him real quick.
He's
because he's
good
really
looking.
cute. I mean, and he does, I guess, all those like quiz shows in the UK.
I love him because he can do nerd and then literally just with like.
Is that him?
Oh, hey.
Oh.
I just got
we just found some like younger
My
like.
heart palpitated.
Oh.
Yeah, he's just,
he's just facial beauty, out the park.
But he's just such a subtle comedian too.
He is.
That like literally, Man to Man with Dean Lerner is so good too.
Oh my god!
Oh, that's so good.
You know what? I'm just gonna say he's like the thinking woman's comedian.
I also yeah.
He's hilarious
Yeah,
and great, and I
he's-
love him. And he's beautiful, hot. He's funny and good at all of the things.
He's a huge dreamboat. All right, that was a good one.
Wow! Congrats to that.
Born in Hammersmith. Yeah, he's. We got to move on, but. Oh, who's this? I'm sorry. I just got very aggro in the bag. I'm sorry.
Is it Richard Ayoade again?
No, it's Billy Crystal.
Oh, Billy Crystal. Okay, you know when?
I like that
okay,
one.
you want to hear
I
Billy
like this.
Crystal? Have you ever watched Soap
Dish.
Soap. No, Soap. We already talked about Soap Dish. Soap. He's so cute in Soap.
so
He's
cute in that.
extremely cute in Soap. Soap used to be on Netflix, and this was when I lived alone and was very sad and was going home at odd hours and watching Soap at 3:00 in the morning, as you do. And that's when, like, laying in fetal position on my sofa is when I first realized that
Billy
Crystal
Crystal's
was
kinda
cute. Yeah.
I just feel like I kind of miss the days when there were, I don't know. I don't want to say, because he's not unattractive, but he's not the most attractive man. But he was like funny and quick.
Some part of my heart
and
is
like they wouldn't put a man that looks like Billy Crystal in When Harry Met Sally today.
where
what I mean?
even are the Harrys and Sallys of today?
Right.
Is the question. They're all. It's like, what if
That
he's
was
a-
such a Carrie Bradshaw.
Where even are they?
Yeah.
I love just a part of my heart is always like I believe that like Billy Crystal, Robin Williams, R.I.P., and
Yeah.
Whoopi Goldberg are all just
This
like
is-
doing things
yes.
for like the homeless, and it's like just
Yes.
these sort of like late '80s, early '90s comic personalities, and also actors.
Yeah.
and
Very
you
good,
know,
capable actors. I mean, Robin Williams.
I
don't even
can't
wanna
think
go
about it.
there.
I
We
can't even
can't
think
go
about it.
But Billy Crystal, besides going to Laker games all the time, what's he doing?
Doing blackface,
Oh,
you
did he
know.
do
I mean,
blackface?
when does he not? I mean, you know, it's like
I really don't know.
Oh well, no, he had the whole.
Did he do blackface?
He did blackface recently.
Oh.
Like he did. He's done blackface at the Emmys within the past. Like, no, because it was what's his character? It's his character.
Okay.
Who is the guy?
Tad Hott.
Who is the guy?
Can you at least before you put it in the bag?
Who is the guy
can you Google
from
if they
the
did
Rat Pack?
blackface in the last 10
Who is the Rat
years?
Pack dude?
Oh, Sammy Davis Jr.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So that I mean, he did that literally at the Emmys. I want to say within the past 5 years.
Last month.
And
Okay, well,
that's
I'm good
not
with him going away
Great,
then.
but if we're,
That's not
you know
great.
what, Billy Crystal, if I'm looking at a picture of you from like 1978, I'm gonna smile. You know what I mean?
Okay, we're going to move on.
Let's do more.
Yeah, just 1-800-TAD-HOT.
1-800-TAD-HOT.
Right, it's 1240
Wait,
TAD
wait,
Hot.
24. Oh yeah, hang on, I wrote it
I'm a
down.
mess.
We're fine.
Like, just
you know what? We're not doing
like,
blackface.
you know-
We're fine. Okay, we're fine.
Don't put fucking Mickey Rooney in the bag. We're good.
Is it Mickey Rooney?
Oh, I wish.
Is it Lou Bega? I can't read that.
Honestly, let's do Lou Bega first.
Okay, Lou Bega.
Yes.
One,
Would fuck.
2,
Yeah.
3, 4, 5. He's from Germany.
Really?
Yeah, I believe he's German. Just Lou. I want to say. Why,
know what I'm just
why do I know
noticing?
that Lou Bega is German?
That Mambo Number 5 does sound like the Zatarans theme song. That's what I'm just noticing. Like it's like there's
By
there's
theme
some-
song, do you mean jingle?
Dun, dun.
Yes, he is a German mambo musician. He was born in Munich. His picture on Wikipedia is great. I'm just going to go ahead and save that.
Mambo
throw it
Number
up.
5.
And you know what? I think about Mambo Number 5 a lot. That song came out in 1999. So you
makes
know what that
sense.
is? If art,
Innocent.
it's
time.
art. If you're thinking about if something is with you for years and decades,
Yeah.
it's something, isn't it?
99 was also that was the big like let's let different kinds of people on the radio. 'Cause it was like
like-
Ricky Martin, Lou Bega.
When I think of 1999,
There
I
was, like,
think
the
of
Latin
1999.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Yeah. I like
Who
that.
was actually on the card though?
John Boyega.
Oh,
Not like Lou Bega.
no, he's young Boyega is very young to
John
me.
Boyega is I saw there's a video of him. He's in the new
Star Wars.
no, well yeah, he's in Star Wars, but he's also in the new other one that Charlie Hunnam was in.
the new other one.
It's like a
Oh, he's 26.
robot.
He's
it's
not
like,
as young as I thought.
It's like robots fighting.
You see, I'm seeing right here 1992, and I struggle with that.
Yeah. Anyway,
He's very cute, but I
think
feel
he's
like his
cute.
face is too young for me.
Yeah.
He is too visibly young.
I also pair him next now to Oscar Isaac, who is my like sexual ideal.
Isn't this what 30?
Who's
mid-30s,
a
late
grown
30s?
ass man?
Yeah,
So John Boyega just seems like a boy.
John
Hey.
Boyega. What else has he been?
But
in?
there's a video of him. So he's British, so I like that.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a video of him playing with puppies that I found the other day, and that
That sounds
that was kind of the
good.
first time that I got a little stir.
That sounds good.
Downstairs.
He was in an episode of Law and Order UK.
That's a thing?
It was a thing.
They're all like barristers.
You know what?
and
I
they've got,
watched.
like,
It was no.
old
The fucked up
wigs.
thing. I watched the first episode, and it was exactly the same as the pilot episode of regular Law and Order, which was literally in 1988 or something. And it was weird. And I was like, I've
weird.
seen this anyway. I want to do one more.
Okay, one more.
I want to do one more.
Lou
John
Bega.
Boyega, he's cute, but he's too young. John, call me in 15 years.
Yeah.
Seriously. Oof. Toby Stephens. Wait a minute. I know who Toby Stephens is.
A little bit of Toby.
This
in my
one.
life.
This guy. I know you know who.
Oh.
I know you know him.
Okay.
Do you know him?
I don't, but I would like to.
He is another one of my British-ish character actor people who is
yeah.
in so many things that I've
Yeah.
seen.
Oh, I've seen him and stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
Tell
he's
me
in
what
a
he-
lot
tell me what
of
he's
stuff.
doing.
I always do Wikipedia instead of IMDb.
I do too.
It's easier to read.
Because it will be like Toby Stephens shot someone outside of Burger King.
Exactly.
You know?
So he also was in Law and Order UK.
Okay.
He was in the Robin Hood TV series. He was in this Jane Eyre adaptation. He was Rochester
I
in
saw
this
that.
Jane Eyre.
That's where I saw him.
He was in another one of my Agatha Christie's. He's
Perfect Strangers.
He was in this 2000 adaptation of The Great Gatsby that I don't think I've ever seen.
I saw. Is that the one with Leo?
No, a 2001.
Oh,
I've never seen that. That's his TV work.
I got really excited. Like that. Like I really liked that movie.
He played Gustav Graves in Die Another Day, which I assume is a bad guy. No, I mean he's hot. He's handsome. Extensive theater and radio.
He's got like a little ginger thing.
That's the thing with British actors is you can get your start on the radio. Like it's
And it
literally
matters.
1920.
I know.
Bizarre to me.
Yeah, they definitely have a more traditional sort of entertainment culture.
So
Took me 15 minutes to say that.
So there was another actor named Toby that I was thinking. I was actually thinking of Toby Jones. Okay, so I was actually thinking. I read Toby Stephens. I interpreted fucking Capote. I interpreted Toby Jones.
Who honestly,
I really like too.
I like Toby Jones. I wouldn't say Toby Jones is hot. Like he might be literally the first person we've talked about where I'm not hot.
I want
to hang out with Toby Jones.
I want to draw your attention to my Google searches and the way Google knows that I am as a human being. When you Google Toby actors, number 1, Toby Jones. Number 2, Toby Stephens. McGuire isn't even in the third one. I don't give a shit about Toby McGuire.
Who's Toby Kebbell? The other motherfucker, Chris Sullivan. Love that dude. He was in The Nick. He was the guy.
This is a terrible picture. It some sort of
I love that guy though.
Okay,
Who's Toby Kebbell?
Toby Kebbell. He looks like a football player, but
Toby Kebbell's probably on The Real World.
He was in War Horse and Wrath of the Titans and Dawn of the Planet of the Apes and Rock and Rolla. And I mean, he's pretty cute.
Oh yeah, he's
pretty
really
cute.
Oh,
you know what, Toby? Now I'm just thinking about the name Toby, and maybe there's just hot Tobys. Let's just pull one more name out of the bag. One more name. One more name. Stop the tragedy. Andy Serkis. Andy Serkis.
Okay, I would 100%.
I would absolutely have sex with Andy Serkis. That was not even the question, but I'm just saying I would.
I would have sex with him, especially in a motion capture suit.
Agree with all the dots all over. What if you have sex in a motion capture suit and they capture the motion captures your sex moves?
I like that.
And then oh my god,
Yeah.
did you see Black Panther where he's
He's terrible in Black Panther. You're not supposed to find him attractive, but I did because
he's so evil.
He's so evil,
beyond
but
evil.
he's objectively good looking in that movie.
The thing about
because I also like sleazy men,
and I'm gonna be,
but I don't like
real.
him.
I'm gonna
terrible.
be fucking real. Andy Serkis knows how to move his body, and that is why he has the parts he does, where he's let's put dots all over you, and you just move. One of my all-time favorite films is my only favorite film, other than Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead, is Topsy Turvy, and it is the story of Gilbert and Sullivan riding the Mikado. It is awesome. Andy Serkis is in it very, very briefly as the choreographer, stage manager, and he's on the stage and he's in the background, and what he does is he starts walking like a duck, and he does it fucking perfectly, and you're just barely paying attention to him in the back of the scene, just being this weirdo theater self, and it's so charming. He's just so delightful. I find him delightful.
I'm zoned out just thinking about boning out Andy Serkis.
13 going on 30.
Oh, he's great in that.
That's a great movie.
He's very versatile.
He is a versatile actor, and he's very sexy.
I think he's sexy too.
What a great episode.
Yeah, this is great. I need to go.
I know.
We need to go home.
Thanks to Ryan for the theme song.
One of my faves.
Thank you to everyone named Toby. Thank you to Richard Ayoade.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you to
John
Ian
Boyega.
Forster for writing great novels.
Thank you to John Boyega and Lou Bega.
And Robert Downey Jr.'s wife.
Susan Levin.
Excellent.
Nay Downey.
Bye, guys. Wait.
Opposite.
Wait, Nay Levin.
No, whatever.
Whatever. Bye. No. You know what? That's good because I have things to say. I have things to say. Okay.
I have no point of view.
I don't